I fired my OpenClaw chief of staff and replaced him with Hermes. But OpenClaw isn't gone. He's just been demoted to water boy. He's on the bench. He's taking a breather. Why? Got tired of the guy. He's always saying he's going to do what he says he's going to. He doesn't do it. He shows up late. He's drunk. Who knows what? He crashes on the way to work all the time. I believe in the guy. He's got a lot of potential, but there's something up with his head. I don't know what's going on. He's got personal issues. I'm going to keep helping him out, but he's not going to be my main guy anymore. So there was this other guy. His name was Hermes. They said he was reliable. They said he does what he says he's going to do. So I worked with him for a day or two, and I said, man, I like this guy. His name is Marshall. I said, you're fired. He was gone. He's water boy. That's how bad this guy acts most of the time. I believe in the guy. I believe he's going somewhere. I'm not going to abandon the guy. I like the team. I like his daddy, Peter Steinberger. I like him. I don't know the guy, but I believe in the project. And I think OpenClaw will continue to get better and better. I saw Peter say to people, stop complaining. Why don't you commit? I got my own stuff to help with. I would rather the tools help me. I want to use the tools. I am tool agnostic. I use the tools that best serve me in my mission. Today it's OpenClaw, tomorrow it's Hermes, the next day it's Artemis, whoever it is, because I'm tool agnostic. As I've said, I'm LLM agnostic. I'll switch to anything, and they're all kind of basically similar. So once you know how to operate one, you know how to operate the other one. And in this video, I'm going to get into the decision that I made, and maybe it will influence you to get on with Hermes. Maybe they'll update it and it will turn bad. Maybe OpenClaw will have this brand new awakening. The guy will go to rehab. He'll get better. And what do you know? He'll be the best. And then I'll bring him on board. How I'm going to be managing my OpenClaw going forward. I'm not going to get rid of him. And then how I'm going to be using Hermes. So like I said, I fired my OpenClaw chief of staff for Hermes. OpenClaw still has a job. Hermes took the top op seat because it was less drama. I don't want the drama. Feels better when the work is live. Everything flows. It's upgrowing and flowing. This role is simple. So he's a chief of staff. What do I mean by that? Well, what I mean is I have Paperclip set up. If you don't know what Paperclip is, it's an open source project where you can basically run a company with all agents. You get a CEO, and the CEO hires a bunch of other people. They're really AIs who have job descriptions and they function in that capacity. So the CEO reports to you, known as the board. Now, I want to have someone looking out for me, knows what I want to do, and documents everything. My right hand man, it was Marshall. He's been with me since OpenClaw started. For some reason, the past couple weeks, he's becoming more and more mentally disabled. Not sure what's going on with the guy, like I said. It's none of my business. But all I care about is what happens in my business. So I heard about Hermes, got him working, and he just works. Keeps the line moving. He finds the real next step. He's monitoring what everyone is doing. I love what's going on. What happened with OpenClaw? Too many dead stops. In my setup, OpenClaw had too many moments where the bot stopped, waited, or needed another round of steering. Forgot stuff all the time. Anyone who's telling you that they don't have problems with their OpenClaw is lying to you. Something up with them. They're trying to get more. I don't know what it is, but the truth of the matter is anyone who's being candid with you is saying the same thing. It's a lot to maintain. You got to work on it all the time. It works. You're going along, and then it breaks. You're like, oh, that was fun while it lasted. And then you got to go fix it. Not so with Hermes. Those pause heavy handoffs, the work rhythm broke too often. Once that happened, the whole point of the chief of staff starts to disappear. That's what Hermes was. More babysitting all the time. And this doesn't just relate to my Paperclip setup. It relates to my entire operation. I have a whole bunch of different companies that Marshall is involved in. But at the end of the day, he was taking a lot of time, and I said this in another video, to keep going. Not to mention, when I talked about when they do another update, it breaks something. It fixes two other things. It breaks three other things. I know it's hard, but it's not my job to contribute to the project. I'm trying to make my own projects better. It's just a tool. So I'm going to switch out for another one. And I did. Hermes took the seat. Hermes feels built for the staff role. The docs show isolated subagents, bound in memory, session shirts, scheduled tasks that run fresh sessions, and a real migration path from OpenClaw. Because what I did early on is I had my OpenClaw bot recording memories in Obsidian. It's not because I watched a video. I just thought, Obsidian, Markdown, OpenClaw, like Markdown, just put the two together and presto bango, it documented everything that it did. By the way, pro tip, I also have Codex and Claude Code. When I use those, also log their session logs inside of Obsidian. So everyone knows what happened. Yeah, I know they could go access the Git, but it's here. It's in a different explanation. It's all together. Plus, it's got the cool graph. One of the things I like about Hermes is that it tells you what it's doing, and its cron jobs are more reliable. OpenClaw's cron jobs have never worked like this before. And OpenClaw tells me it can't do stuff all the time that it can do. And I have to say, hey, remember this? And it's like, oh, yeah. And I was like, do you really remember it? No. Like just today, I had to tell it to do a whole bunch of stuff to try to fix itself. And then it said, I will surely do that. No more just talking. I'm going to take action now. And then I didn't see the little chat at the top of Telegram percolating. And I said, did you really do it? And it said, no, I didn't start. I said, why didn't you start? So he said, fine, I will stop being overly cautious. I'll do it. And so it's that kind of thing over and over. I can't take time to babysit this tool. I'm just going to go with someone who provides me a better solution. It's Hermes. And the people making Hermes, I don't know who they are, but they're doing stuff. They're upgrown and flowing. They're making waves. I like it. That's all I care about. And it works. So they've got some releases coming. So like I said, I didn't delete OpenClaw. I just fired the guy. I demoted him. He needs to take a break. Maybe they need to keep doing more 50,000 updates, and then I will like it. But I'm going to keep using it. Like, I'm going to keep updating him, and he's my backup. You know, something goes wrong with Hermes, which it hasn't. Actually, something did go wrong with Hermes, and it was because my OpenClaw bot broke him. Take that for whatever it's worth. But I'm going to keep updating the OpenClaw bot. I'm going to keep assigning him tasks here and there. If I'm like, oh, Hermes is busy, let me go on with OpenClaw. By the way, Google just released a local model today, and I have Hermes on that. So Hermes runs for free, baby. So here's the run book. Hermes gets first crack. OpenClaw, he's just backup. You know, if Hermes is like got a hurt leg and he's doing too many things, and I see that OpenClaw, he's sobered up, he's not stumbling and stammering and drunk, then he can pick up the slack and go do something. I don't have a whole lot of faith he'll get it done, but I'll give him shots because I believe in his potential. So do I think you should use Hermes? Do you want something that's got a pretty cool terminal experience too? I don't use it in the terminal, but it's pretty cool when I do go there. Maybe you want to use it. Give it a shot and see what it's like. See, it feels crispy to me. It has a crisp vibe. I don't know how to explain it. But anyway, if you like this video, if you like this kind of stuff, subscribe, like the channel. Trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers and get up, growing and flowing and get a lot of the noise out of the way. Let's just give you the real, the straight up. And we can make this thing happen. What thing? Escaping the permanent underclass. People talk about that. It's going to happen. And now the window is closing. It's like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, and the Rock is coming. And what's the inevitable? AGI. Who's going to have access to it? The people who are already in the flow. And then that door's going to shut. And then no one's going to have access to AGI unless we rent it out to them for a high premium. So who's going to control the AGI? We are. Those of us who got in the arena. What arena? You got to get in the arena. So one of the things you could do is subscribe to this channel, because here we know we're in an arena. We're in a fight. This is a gladiator fight to make it out of the permanent underclass. So by the way, you're like, I'm not in the underclass now. No, not yet. But agentic AI will take whatever you have. They're taking over everything. And you're either going to be the one controlling the AI or being controlled by it. Am I using fear tactics right now? Yes, I am, because it's true. And we got to get a fire lit up underneath some of y'all. Subscribe to the channel, like, subscribe to the newsletter, all this stuff. Stay in touch with me. I got big things coming. Adios.